Good morning. August the 19th. This is Saturday. It's 40 degrees outside, so the garage door is closed. Too cold. Okay, got a couple projects going on. This is the Tonka Dump I've been working on. As you can see, the body, or the dump, is actually primed. I used my Bondo on it, and came out gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, flawless, looks fantastic. To give you a contrast to it, this is how it started out. You can see the pitting, all the pitting in here, all on here, how rough it is. I cleaned it up pretty good, and then I put Bondo on it. I take that back. There's a rust prohibitor that I sprayed on it, and then I sprayed on the dump. And then I primered it. And I'm going to do that on this. This is going to get Bondo, first it's going to get the rust prohibitor, then it's going to get Bondo, and then it'll get primered. And the color I got for this thing, hold on, we're going over here. I set it over here. Oh, sorry. Is orange. I'm going with orange, and I'll tell you why. Tonka made a very limited series of State Department trucks, and they were orange. And then there's a decal on them that says State Department. I think it says State Department. Might say Highway Department. And I don't have any. They're too expensive, and everybody took really good care of them, so there's no junk ones around. So I decided I'm going to just make my own. And so this is the start. And down on the floor to the right of me is the grater. They had a grater. And I'm going to keep going. I want to make a front end loader. I'm going to make a grater. And I want to find a couple other things. I'm going to make them all State Departments. I know where to get the decals for it. So I'll dress them all up. So anyways, what's in the future for this one is some rust prohibitor, and then some Bondo, and then the primer. And then last, this particular part gets painted black. The other ones behind it get painted orange. Yesterday it was very windy out, so I couldn't really get to painting. And today I'm going to be running errands, so I'm not too sure when these are going to get painted, but pretty soon. All right, now, don't get dizzy on me. I was talking to Pastor Chad yesterday and telling him all the models I had to do, and so today I stacked a few of them, and I meant that intentionally. This is just a few of them that I got to do, and what I'm doing is I'm stacking these up for the winter, because then when I come out in the winter, I'll have something to do. So we're starting off. I got a Ford truck, Ford F-100, and then below it, Volkswagen, and then another little Ford truck. Below it is the Memphis Belle. Below the Memphis Belle is an M7 Priest. Now, I've done one before, and it was called the Bishop. It is a slightly different, but the same. This the Priest had a machine gun mounted on the top, whereas the Bishop didn't. Then below that is another I think it's a B-29. And then above, let's see if I can get my finger in here so I can point them out. So that's the Priest. That's the M29 or B-29. That's a Tomcat. This is a Mack truck, and I just got that. I bought it at auction along with the trailer. It's actually a double trailer. I think they call them a tandem trailer. I'm not sure. Pastor Chad and I talked about that. Now, here's the thing is I got these at auction. They're actually up in Okemos, Michigan. And I got a great deal on both of them together. The price on it was really, really good. But they had to ship it because it was way up in Michigan. And the the savings I made out of the two models, I lost all in shipping. So I ended up paying retail for both of them. But that's okay. It's a pretty cool thing. And then below it, this red one, that's another, it's a German gun. And then below this, you can see it there, see that A4E? I actually flew in the A4F, and then later it was upgraded to the J. So I was in that thing. They call it a scooter. And then below that is another tank. It's called a Paladin, or tank, I'm sorry. It's called a Paladin. And then below it is actually a Russian plane. That's a MiG-29. And then I can't seem, way over on the other side of my garage. Here we go. Don't get dizzy on me. And this box is here, there, and there below it. You can barely, is another 15 models. But those are really buggers to do. Those take a lot of time, and quite frankly, I'm a little intimidated by them. So there they sit in the box. I really need to do at least one of them, but I'm just intimidated because they're so intricate. They're so difficult to build. I'm a little anxious. So swinging around on my bench, here's all my other paints for the Tonkas. This is the Camino that I'm working on. As you can see, I've taken it back apart. This is my rotisserie. This is what I build them on. And it kind of puts it so I can put parts on it and then move it around. I took it back apart because I'm going to start working on the interior. As you can see, the floor is going to be black. The seats I put in place. I'm going to do this a little different. Check it out. That's the yellow I'm going to use. They call it bug yellow. And then the interior is going to be a combination of these paints here. I'm going to use a dark brown. Oh, I gotta set these up. I'm going to use the dark brown for the door panels. Now, watch this here. The door panels on the side and around. I'm going to use dark brown. And then I'm going to use a light tan between these two here. Light tan for the insets, and same thing for the seats. The base of the seat will be black. The major part, or the wider part around, will be dark brown, and then the inserts will be light brown. And I could swap those back and forth. I kind of still deciding on that. So I'm going to have it's going to be a yellow Camino with the dark brown, yellowish leather looking. In fact, that's what the one color here in the middle is. It's actually a leather color. So then I'm going to have like a leather interior. I thought that'd be kind of neat. And that kind of does it with setting up. I got some errands I got to run later this afternoon, so I'm going to try to make some progress on the Camino. And then the Tonka behind me, I'm going to do some bondoing here. As soon as I get done, I'm going to bear the cold and go outside because that bondo is pretty strong. And I'm going to mix up some bondo real quick and start getting on the body of the dump truck. That I haven't really perfected this whole hardening stuff, so I've only got just a few minutes to do this, and so I'm going to do it in small batches and get that body going, get that smoothed out. Later on, what I have to do is I let it cure overnight, 24 hours, and then I'll hit it with my orbital and I think they call it a reciprocal sanders. And I'll hit that with the sanders later on so that it'll be all smoothed out and getting ready for the rest of the work. So that's what's going on. Got a ton of models, but like I said, that'll come in the wintertime. And in fact, I got 2 more I'm picking up today. It's one of the errands got to run. And I got another 2 coming in from an auction. And I think I'm set. I think I got everything I really, really wanted. I want some tanks. I want some trucks. I'm going to use that truck there. I'm going to use that on my my old barn diorama, my Cohen farm, my Cohen farm diorama. So I'm going to use that there. And so I'm kind of set for a while. I think I'm going to back off the models. Oh, minis. I did find a mini, and I've got it on order. It should be here in the next few days. And y'all going to love this thing. I tell you what, I did that brain eater, and I had fun doing that. I thought it was just so gruesome. And then I seen this one here, and they do it as if it was like a sandworm. If you've watched or seen the movie or read the book Dune, it's like a sandworm where it jumps out and it's got or graboids. How about that from what was the one where the things were underground and they come up and they're eating people. Trimmers, from Trimmers, like that. But you know what? The way they molded it, I could change that, and I'm going to. It's not going to be coming out of the ground. It's going to be coming out of somebody's chest. So that's coming in as far as minis goes. I got a bag of minis, but again, those are wintertime stuff. It's been so nice out. I prefer to work on the Tonkas when the air's, or I mean, the door's open. I don't have to get all the paint and lacquer in the air here. So that's why I'm not doing minis right now. So, all right, so that's what's going on. Got Tonkas, got some minis or models coming in. Got my El Camino going on. I haven't decided what the next one's going to be. Probably going to be that the truck. I think that's my next model. I don't know. I kind of want to do that Priest, and then there's another model floating around here. It's called a Predator. I might want to do that. So, got a few things going on. So blessed to be alive and happy for that. And until next time, we'll catch you later.